What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the episode review of Zenkaiger. This is episode 9. So before we actually even get into this video, I don't understand these people. Before we get into this video, do me a solid favor, you guys. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, and hit that notification bell button so you guys are notified of when I drop any videos. All right, you guys, so let's get into this review. All right, you guys, so this episode, so we actually kind of picked up where we left off at. You guys remember the last episode, Zox defeated the monster. So we found out that Zox is a pirate, and we see that Kaido's infatuated with him, Vroom is infatuated with him, and so is Gowan. Now, the reason that Gowan is infatuated with him is because he's a human. The reason that Vroom is infatuated with him is because Vroom likes to know things, so that's why Vroom has an infatuation with him, and Kaido is just wanting to be his friend at this, basically. So he's talking about a treasure, and Vroom wants to know what treasure he's looking for. So Majin and Jurin, they are not as, all over Zox as Kaido, Gowan, and Vroom are. Majin is looking in her crystal ball, and she's saying, watch out for him. So Jurin then mentioned the gears that he has. So that's when Kaido asked him, like, where did you get those gears from? So then we move over to the candy shop. So we're introduced to Zox's sister by the name of Flint, and so I guess they're twins. And then we meet the twins' youngest brothers, Ricky and Kutaner. So we see them, they're at the candy shop, they're eating. Basically, they're eating everything in sight. I'm like, wow, y'all gonna eat them out of a shot pretty soon. So then Sichin comes up to Flint and up to Zox, and he asks them, what do he ask? Are they related to the Zenkaiger? So Flint says no, that they're not related to the Zenkaiger, but what she did is, when she saw the Zenkaiger suits, she stole their designs, which is the reason that Gokai, that Kaiser looks like Gokai Red, but only in gold. Then we find out a little bit more about them. They're from the world of Piratopia. So in their world, everyone is a pirate. So I'm guessing everybody just goes around stealing booty from each, everybody. Take that however you will. So it gets to the point where they're ready to, they like, hey, how y'all gonna pay for all this stuff that y'all ate? Well, they're pirates, so they're not gonna pay for it. They are going to steal that and everything else in the store. So that's what they did. They robbed them blind. But let's move on, you guys. All right, so we see Zox and Flint. So they're walking, and Zox tells Flint that he feels that they should stick around. So then Kaido comes up to him and he challenges him. So the challenge is, if Kaido wins, Zox, pays for everything he took, and he promises not to plunder this world. So Zox is like, okay, let's do it. So then we see Stacy. So Stacy is talking to Ijiru, who he asked him about, who is Kaiser. Stacy, Ijiru doesn't really know. Well, here in my notes it says, but it appears that he didn't know much as well. So then the big boss, he asked the question of, is this from the past? And Stacy's like, from the past. So something has happened in the past. I wonder if this all ties in with Kaido's parents. That's the thing that I wonder. How much of this ties in with Kaido's parents? Because we still don't know much about what happened to his parents. And we know that Vroom said that his parents were on the ship. So I'm pretty sure at some point this is all going to tie into itself. So they asked Bara what about his plan. He says his plan is going along smoothly. So then we see Kaido. So Kaido is meeting with Zox to do this duel. So Kaido, I think his idea of a duel is rock, paper, scissors. Why did I do that? Like rock, paper, scissors. I meant to do that. So I think that's what his idea of that is. But But Zox has other plans in mind. Zox wants to actually duel. You know, you transform into, I transform into Two Kaiser, you transform into Zenkaiger, and that's how we'll do it. Excuse me, y'all. So that's what happens. So they do battle for a while. So Zox eventually asks Kaido about his gears. If, oh, excuse me, if he took them from the Toji Tendo, and Kaido says no, that his mom and dad made them. So then we get a little bit of backstory about Zox. So when the Toji Tendo invaded Pyrotopia, Zox and Flint got aboard their ship and managed to steal from them. So when they stole from them, they got this. I guess they got some of the schematics for, you know, the past Super Sentai teams. So remember a minute ago I was talking about Bara's plan. So Bara's plan is for a monster to make everyone in the city want mochi. So everyone wants mochi. That's the theme of this episode, mochi. It's a certain type of mochi, but I couldn't pronounce it, so I'm just gonna say mochi. But that was what it was. Mochi, mochi, mochi. And you know, at one point I saw it on the screen, I'm like, what is that? But it made sense once we got into it. But let's move on, you guys. All right, you guys. So remember, I told you guys that Gowan and Vroom, they were in, well, actually, in this episode, so earlier I was talking about how Gowan and Vroom were infatuated with Zox, right? So when this monster put his, you know, I guess it's like a brainwave pattern where he made the people think about mochi. So in this one, it flipped. So it was Majin and Gowan who had mochi on their mind. Also, it was able to get to Flint and just other people in the town. So like I said, they want mochi. So they went to the candy shop to get mochi. Then they went somewhere else to get mochi. Wasn't there. And then the monster told them another place to go. So they're trying to find mochi at this point. So then, oh, they're doing something across the hall. Like, what is that noise? So back to that made me lose my train of thought. Back to where I was. So Vroom and Jurin, they were still with Kaido when he was dueling with Zox. So Vroom and Gowan eventually showed up where everyone was at. So the monster told everyone that if they defeated the Zenkaisers, that he would give them mochi. So everyone at this point is chasing him behind Vroom and Jurin. So we see Zox and Kaido, they show up and they ended their battle. Well, actually, Kaido wanted to end the battle earlier, but, you know, Zox wasn't going for it until he found out that his sister was taken over by, you know, the monster as well. So so we see Zox and we see Kaido, they intercept the monster. And Zox tells Kaido, whoever beats him will win. So Kaido's like, okay, I'm cool with that. So then we see they're trying to battle with him and battle with each other at the same time. So then we see Zox use his two forms that he has, his Oren form and his Shinken form, which is representative of O-Ranger and Shinkenger. So they're battling, like I said, they're battling with him. And Kaido actually grabbed this leaf that was on his head and he pulled it off. And that released everyone from his trance or spell or whatever you want to say. And that actually weakened the monster as well. So that then allowed for Zox to be able to defeat him. So when he defeated him, you know, the world that he possessed, which was Mochi World, that gear was on the ground, and the giant robot stepped on that and absorbed that power. So then Jurin and actually that was Jurin and Gowan that combined to defeat him. Let me make sure I have it in my. Yep, it was Zhurn and Gowan that combined to beat him. Now, at first, Zhurn and Gowan was having a little bit of difficulty with it because he made them into a giant mochi, but they separated and they were able to flip it back on him and destroy him. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap the episode up. I wish I could do these videos longer, but I think I'm cool with where I'm at with doing these videos. But Zox, so you guys remember earlier in the episode, remember I told you he took everything from the candy shop. Well, he came back to pay them for what he had taken, because he said that Kaido actually won the battle when he took the leaf off, because that's what weakened him in order for. And my neighbors upstairs are just stomping and bumping, which annoys me. Him taking the leaf off is what allowed Zox to be able to defeat him. Now, the Monday he paid them in, I don't know what kind of currency that was, because it wasn't yen, but that's actually where the episode ended. Overall, it was a really good episode. I did enjoy it. Get down in the comment section, let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell button so you guys are aware of when I drop anything else, and share this video. Until the next one, you guys, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, wear your mask, socially distance, and we'll get through this together. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for me, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.